We call them the Franks. In unreckoned number, horse and foot, lord and commoner alike, they crossed the threshold to the east with a lust for war and plunder. Their ambition, to seize the holy city of Jerusalem, and all Bilad Sham beyond. Terror spread among the Muslims. City by city, we succumbed. The infidels prevailed, but their lawless conquest would be answered by the roar of our righteous lions. These pages tell the story of our struggle, of the courage of great leaders who fought for our land and our faith. With God's favor upon them, they unsheathed their swords and sharpened their spears and earned their place in our eternal memory. I begin the story at the last bastion of the faithful, the ancient fortress of Tyre. May God protect her.
Kok gini ya? Raja Inggris nih ya. Mari ya san.
The port of Tyre had yet held out against capture. But in this year, the king of Jerusalem attacked with renewed fervor. Foreseeing the city's demise, Tyre's governor beseeched the ruler of Damascus to hasten a vigorous force to his aid. At great speed, the most honorable Tokhtakin drew up to the city with a host of his Turkic horse archers. He planned to undermine the siege by attacking the Franks' resources.
كشاف بكل تأكيد. أجل سأنفذ. الأعداء سأنفذ أمرك.
Okçular çekin.
Tekin.
Okçular Mansa. Okçu. İlgin. Çapıtırız. Bize ateş ederler. Çapıtırız. Okçular Mansa. Okçular Otka. Kemal. Mansa. Büyük olursun. Okçu İlgin. Ya! Okçular basın!
Tokhtakin's riders were unrivaled. Their hooves thundered and their arrows flew. They struck with such speed that the enemy would never know his own assailant.
Tamam. Anut kılın. Mansar. Okçular, hepreş. Okçular, hepreş. Tamam, Harayna. Okçular, Mansa.
ما الأوامر؟ أصعدوا على ظهر الحصان. فارس أمرك. بكل تأكيد. كما تشاء. أنا أتحرك. أجل. أمرك. سأنفذ. أمرك. كما تشاء. مستعد سأذهب. أجل. سأذهب. أمرك. سأنفذ. خطر! بكل تأكيد. سأنفذ. أصعد على ظهر الحصان. ما الأوامر؟ أنا أتحرك.
Okçular, hazır.
خطر!
Mansa. Ya. Okçu, İlgin. Olur. Buyruk olursun. Okçular, Otka. Sakızlanıldım. Harayna. Okçular, Otka. Okçu, İlgin. Pansa. Ya.
Without hesitation, Tolkien destroyed the Frankish camps. The more he did so, the more he weakened the attack on Tyre.
Okçular, hepreş. Buyruk ver. Okçular, aslanki geldi. Buyruk bulursun. Okçu, İlgin. Tamam. Okçular, hepreş. Aman, ateşe maruz kaldım. Mansa. Harayna. Okçular, basın. Olur.
Warriors and refugees arrived by land and sea, eager to join the fight. The nearby settlement would serve as a place to muster a fearsome army.
Okçular, olur. Mansa. Ot gerekli.
Fertile fishing waters lay close to the shore. The Damascenes had only to command a few of their number to fish there, and no soldier would need endure the roar of an empty belly.
سأذهب. تحركوا.
Okçular, çekin.
بما تأمر. الطعام. أنصتوا.
كما تشاء.
أجمع الفاكهة.
كما تريد.
القرويون ينتظرون. كما تشاء. لدي مهمة. جاهز للعمل. أصطاد السمك كما تريد.
Word came that the Franks had gathered a great stockpile of lumber. They surely intended the wood for their siege weaponry.
Okçular,
But
çekin.
Dry wood easily burns.
Okçular basın.
Dr. Keen would rally every spear and horseman to bring their torches to battle.
أيها الكشافة، تحركوا بكل تأكيد. الأعداء! الأحصنة!
Çar hazır. Arayna. Anıt kılın. Muhaddisiniz. Çapıtırın. Olur. Diğeri çapıtırın. Buyruk mu olursun? Tamam.
مستعد. انتبهوا.
إنها أوامر.
ما حاجتك؟ أجل، مرحبا، لدي مهمة. لدي مهمة. أحب صيد السمك. جاهز للعمل. مفهوم. أمرك يا سيدي. أتحرك الآن. أتحرك الآن. سأنطلق. انتبهوا. حالا. أمرك سيدي. استعدوا. أبدأ. ماذا؟ أجل، مرحبا. ماذا؟ إطلاق. كلا. أجمع. أنت. سأمرك يا سيدي. بالسلسل.
Okçular, okçular. Mansa. Okçular. Mansa. Ya. Buyruk bozulsun. Çapıt kılındı.
أيها الكشافة، اثبتوا الآن. النصر لي. لنذهب. انتبهوا. يا سيدي، كونوا متأهبين. حسن أمرك يا سيدي. أنصتوا يا رجال.
أمرك. بما تأمر؟ أمرك. أبني.
إنها أوامر.
أمرك.
Terus
أبني.
حسنا.
أعمل.
كما تريد.
سأبني.
سأفعل.
أبني.
تم الأمر.
kalau saya jangan kita tinggal di sini.
أها. تم الأمر.
تم الأمر. تم الأمر.
Andı yaptım. Andı. Anlaştık. Anut. Depreşim bitik. Ya. Olur. Gidelim. Tamam. Arayna. Buyruk olursun. Buyruk olursun. Arayna. Yoruluk geçki. Tepreşim bitik. Yoruluk geçki. Kitelim. Andı. Kitelim. Olur. Andı. Tamam. Yoruluk geçki.
بما تأمر أنصتوا كما تشاء سأبدأ العمل سأبني هذا
Anjir, ini ada nih. Iya.
سيتم تشييد ذلك
Green Benzet enggak. Trader and Trader itu big.
شنت جيدا
Surrounding.
Erin Hanım. Ya. Bitik. Buyruklar. Okçular! Aldı! Oldu vardı! Olur!
هم أمرك سيدي. الأوامر قادمة. أنا أجمع الفاكهة. أصبو كما تشاء. إلى التعديل.
Ayo.
لدي مهمة. سأبدأ العمل. استعدوا جميعا.
Ya gak sih?
سأبدأ
أجل
العمل.
مرحبا
Marhaban.
أنا فرح.
ما حاجتك سأبدأ العمل
أجل. مرحبا. جيدا. سيتم تشييد ذلك.
أجل مرحبا
سأبني هذا.
جاهزة للعمل.
جاهز للعمل. أجمع الحطب.
ما حاجتك؟
أطلب.
لدي مهمة؟
تشيد ذلك. أعطني الأوامر.
The Franks at this time bowed to their king Baldwin of Jerusalem, a man whose rigid heart was fixed on the conquest of Tyre. To this end, Baldwin's men began constructing a colossal siege weapon, a wheeled beast, a ram of thunderous power, a destroyer of cities. The Damascenes had little time to gather their strength before the Titan attacked.
ما حاجتك؟ سيتم تشييد ذلك. لدي مهمة؟ الأوامر قادمة. لدي مهمة؟ كما تشاء. جاهزة.
نحن يطلق علينا.
يجب أن أجمع.
الأوان معنا وقت الاستكشاف. أتريد أن أنطلق شطب. لدي مهمة. سأقطع الحطب.
Though the stout city walls had borne Tyre through countless attacks, they now faced a trial of unimagined scale. Within the city, every archer, craftsman, smith, and sailor were called to the walls in Tyre's most desperate hour.
Ya. Evet. Okçular basın. Mansa. Boş gerek değil. Harayna. Yok oldu. Evet.
جاهز للعمل. سأذهب للتعليم.
Okçular çekin. Okçular. Okçular çekin. Okçular tepleş. Arut kılın.
أجل. مرحبا.
Hazır.
الميليشيا.
سأبني هذا.
ما حاجتهم؟ سيؤلمهم هذا.
Okçular hazır. Okçular basın.
The Beast. Cira masuk musuh lagi.
Relentlessly, the Franks did the bidding of their king, toiling by sun and moon to build his war machine. Ferocious as it seemed, the beast's weakness was its wooden construction.
أصغوا.
With enough flame bearers, the Damascenes could burn it to ash.
أتريد أن ألتقط؟
لدي مهمة.
Turtakin called on his spearmen and his horsemen to ready their torches.
Okçular Hasanki geldi. Okçular çekin. Okçular hazır. Okçular Vodka! Olur. Okçular basın.
أيها الرومان استعد سيروا إلى الأمام. الميليشيا
Saat hazır.
الشادور
Müsta'dun. Buyruk bir.
أمرك يا سيدي مستعد.
Erin Anut. Tebreşin bitik.
الخيال مستعد.
جاهزة للعمل.
استعدوا جميعا. تحركوا.
Andı yaptır. Tamam. Gidelim. Ya.
ما حاجتك؟ الأوامر قادمة. سأذهب للتعيين.
Anut, tebreşin bitik. Yoruluk geç.
استعدوا جميعا.
ใช่ขาคนนึง
The Franks concluded the construction of their infernal colossus.
يجب أن أجمعها.
Okçular, Aslanki geldi. Okçu, il geri.
الرماح. أمرك يا سيدي.
Anut kılı. Ot gerekli. Anut kılı. Anlıya. Buyruk konusu. Çapıtırız. Okçular, depreşin bitik.
نحن تحت هجوم.
Tamam.
جاهزوا. أيها الخيالة شدوا على المهاميز.
Elin parayla. Buyruk olursun. Andı. Depreşin bitik.
اصطفوا كما تشاء. انتبهوا. أمرك يا سيدي. اسكتوا الآن. اركبوا أيها الخيالة.
الرماحون حاضرون.
الخيالة مستعدة. ضعوا سروجكم. أيها الخيالة تحركوا. أيها الخيالة تحركوا.
As the beast labored along its forsaken path, the Damascenes raised their battle cry, united in their zeal to slay this monster.
اسكتوا الآن. اضربوا بقوة. أيها الخيالة إلى الأمام. الخيالة مستعدون. جاهزون. مطلقون. جاهزون. اسكتوا الآن. الخيالة مستعدون. مطلقون. مطلقون. الخيالة مستعدون. أسمع. اسكتوا الآن. استهدفوهم جميعا. جاهزون. مصطفون. سأفعل.
ما حاجتك؟ سيتم تشييد ذلك.
Okçu hazır. Okçu yol gider. Çat hazır.
أجل. مرحبا.
اصبروا. سأحصل على الأحملة. الخيال مستعد.
Anıt. Olur. صوبوا عليهم. Bitik. Buyruklar. Gidelim.
أمرك يا سيدي. مستعد. أنصتوا. تحركوا أيها الجنود.
Okçu hazır. Erin anıt. Yorulup geç. Aldın. Yorulup geç.
نحن تحت هجوم.
Okçular hazır.
الخيالة مستعدون. أنصت. جاهزون. أيها الخيالة أنصتوا. لنذهب. مرج.
Masukkan
Bitik.
inti.
Buyruklar. Gidelim.
الخيال
Andı
يشجع.
yaptın. Andı.
ما أوامرك يا سيدي؟
Anıt. Ya.
ما حاجتك؟ أصبر. الصيد جيد.
Anıt. Depreşim bitik.
مستبقين. أيها الخيانة إلى الأمام. واثبتوا الآن.
Okçular! Aldık! Bicik! Buyruklar!
أجل مرحبا.
Okçu hazır! O bir ok vardı! Benim hanım!
Cheer. Langsung aja ini kan.
In the year prior to the defense of Dover, King John's defiance of the Magna Carta had mired England in a rebellion known as the First Barons' War. Across England, barons broke ties with the crown and seized important cities, including Rochester. With his reign under threat, John deployed his forces to retake Rochester and capture the traitors. King John's men arrived at the outskirts of Rochester, set to retake the castle and drive out the rebel barons within. But Rochester was a formidable fortress that protected the route to London, and the rebel barons were prepared to lay down their lives to hold it. Before King John's men could hope to retake the castle, they would need to reinforce their position by capturing the village of Chatham.
Attendant to Mayor Keter, we are in fortgångande.
Ich habe Schaden bekommen.
Expediti kostnader!
The king's men secured Chatham and began preparing for an arduous siege. Rochester's keep was protected by strong stone walls. The king's army would need mighty siege weapons to break through.
Oh, healing aja. Oke juga.
Alunganu, Ferren. Moveth, get us busy. Swath ahead. Alunganu, Ferren. Ernende mina men.
Hearken at where Hammond stared as bayonet.
And brace it yourself. He killed.
Every charn and tender. Stareth uta every charn. Holdeth at onsa. Build ende that Rita nu.
Harkeneth alla. Wooder is no full mater.
Safe to Hestes. Off to the Felders.
Kempis, yeah, anon Rita. Aggressive Mayor Keter, where what will thou?
Marketh ja, het is Sitha to fair.
Attendeth nu, Tulkas.
Yare to don some work.
King John's forces were struck by a raiding group of rebels sallying from the castle.
Yeah, see it!
You're right to don some work. Then they that right to know.
Aggressive of Dunbar. Kempis, lust ich hier it hat.
Good swing around me, mate.
Mayor Keter, where an Fortgangenden. Swap ahead.
See fate to worker. Ik kill happy that he building anon.
Ich bin boon to hear. Ich understood.
Attendant, we aren't going the Tulkas. Ich hear it out. Move it, get it busy. Mayor Keter, we are Fortgangende. Move it, get it busy. Kempis, look, yeah, anon Rita, ernende mina mede. Alunga nu, ferret.
Get it the swank and toon folk. Eagle build that for they. Eagle have that he building and
Aggressive yourself. Aggressive for him.
See fate to worker.
Attendant nu, Tulkas. Opa! Every kind of direct.
Hurry, what needed work? You're ready to do some work, Eagle like being on the up and way. Reaper railings are not going.
Aim it low, crossbowers! We aren't going the Tulkas. We aren't going the Tulkas.
What needeth be undone?
See they to work, here ain't they thin hesta. That building will be
See fate to worker. Churless Swenker. Ik kill Brookie that.
I think they list it.
Harken at Tharler. Here and day seen Hester.
See they to work.
Seeth to Hestes. Ik kill build they that for they. Fresh
Fresh air and hard as swinker. Fresh air and hard as
What
swinker.
needeth be undone?
Rita, what needeth worker? If he'll have it that he building an arm. He'll build that for they.
It's in Surender! Present weapons! Ik heareth that!
What needeth be undone? Be off yarn, sisters to folk. This is ma! Unday on my shore! Build ende that Rita knew.
Address it yourself.
Din hästar.
Efter dig, kroppsbaret! Ich liebe to get it busy! See thing to work at.
He broke a hunting day, Aura.
What needeth be
Every charm intended. Block ende wound do swow hat. See fate a worker. Tun folk arny ready.
What needeth be undone?
Tun folk arny ready.
Rita, what needeth worker?
Build ende that Rita knew.
See thing to work. Be off guard to hestes, folk. See thing to worker. You're right to done some work. It could be that for day.
Balding done. Get if to swinken tun folk. Ik he'll have that he building an on.
Kempes, lustet for hestes. We on going the tulkas.
He kill. God's swinker have been made.
Toon folk aren't ready.
Yeah.
Eagle have that he build them and Aye.
What needeth be undone? Cease to hestes. Every charm intended.
Something to Shetan. What beeth in Heston?
Wooder is notable, Matera.
Yara and Toonfolk, Arnie ready. Each on the Surender. They did that, read the note.
Somebody is shouting! Send them in.
See thing to work, over the job. Tend it.
Boa is Iboon.
You can have that he building and on. You can build that for they.
Yarwe Shet.
Peter, what they be of yard to hestes, Toonfolk?
What will Tau?
You'll then they that right anew.
Agrethes for Hestes. Beof Kette. Wean Forkangende. Swathe het.
God swinker at me, mate. You're ready to done some beer of yard to hestes, Toonfolk. And Celia
Quite
build it.
serveth Shet.
Skip
Boa is Iboon.
You can have that he building and on.
Agreset yourself. Alunganu. Ferret. Ich hear it at. Hispana on the look swathe het.
What of Sir Habemi Bow? Surender.
Kempes. Lustet for Hestes.
Gavrican Yara.
Ferret to ur ende. Men of armes. Agrethes for Hestes.
Jonas Hervegan. Weben Gangande.
Intendeth nu, Tulkes.
Yauk.
Now moveth, geteth busy.
Safe to hestes. Each on the Surender. Hunting to the table. Joella. See thing to work at. Well, then they that right enough. And Celia build it thing. See they to work at.
Agreset yourself. Beof Kette. Wean Forkangende. Moveth, geteth busy. Ikil.
What wilt thou? The hardy relic shall be healed. I'll return.
Sia is
See they to worker. Arita, what needeth worker? See they to worker. He'll build a that for they. He'll build a that for they. He'll build it for they. that hit it and build it, and they build it well. Building to put an upper.
Yeah, you ready for Hestes? Besides, it is time to get things done. He'll get this building, he build it for they. Building to put an upper. Forward that this is a building.
Here in Hestel, Yemen,
You can feign with that. Yeah, you ready for Hestes?
Peace anew, doing that Hanon. Herring is not.
We are now waiting for the Hest. The fetus has been falling in the dirt.
Wash the dress and all.
Belain's ready and awaiting Maris. Ready to go.
Hearken, you alla. Way haven't Hestes.
Building to put an upper. Belain's, it is time to get the thing. Building to put an upper. Ich am fein. And the rest of it, we are now waiting for the Hestes village. In forward that this is a building.
What needest thou of me? In no day stop her until...
Yeah, you ready for it?
Hearken, alla. Hestes...
It will be an the sport to swing in the mean. In forward that this is a building, and he build it well. Yeah? But the Valencia ready and the waiting bar is swinging. Looking forward to the meetings.
Good, ready to go.
Hearken, you alla. We have a testers. There is wood that needed to fail get ready. Hearken, alla. Testers are coming.
What need ich do what they had? It will be done. Surender, whereas for Warian Botus, obeying the Hester. What would thou hearing is to obey? Doing that anon. Hearing is to obey. Doing that anon. Ich do what they had. Ferren.
The king's men discovered the farmlands that supplied the rebels at Rochester. If the rebels lost access to the food supplies, some of them would be forced to flee. They had the opportunity to weaken the rebellion by eliminating the castle's supplies.
That hit it and build it, and they build it well.
Ready and waiting!
Oh, nan resta for the Shrewid. Ready to go.
And resta for the shrew. Intended. Estes are coming. Working at me then. Ich am on my way.
Mati kabeh.
Obedience to virtue is wailing. The way shall guide a dead bay, at me fet layeth the pass to a fearful leaf. A steering to ahead.
What is their word? Send them me to act. Lusten in and there, Lusten. Where is Boswarian Focus? Ready for Hestes and glory. Send them me to Anstura. I hunger for the acte. Adressa me at home. Under fire! Defend our opponents! We are waiting for the Hestes village! We have an enda! Let us better ruta! Better ruta! After next! We have an enda! Let us better ruta! Hestes for the end! Getting orbited! You ready for Hestes? Keep it steering at the Hestes. Where is Boswarian Focus? Where should he dress an hour? Ferren, und ich kunne ore Japes. Hestes. Who's that? Intended. Hestes are coming. You'll get this building. You build it for that. Yeah, you ready for Hestes? For the Shrewid. Ready to go. Building to put it up. Yeah. Ich will steeren at the Hester. Send a name and thou hast for the
Ye shall guide
Landcarving in the Runkers, Estes Baron men, following the artilleries. With the sage, Unship. Baron.
Obedience to virtue is well. Larnos. Pure Hestes will be a lasting in point.
Peace anew. Lust and ferring is naught. Con beon is shot.
Spelman, Hecken Hart Wille bij ons zo de hek.
Commandant men. Ik vaar de pass of Reed.
Trebuchet Aditon. What is this?
Lusten in a crocking. Glad some work.
The Hestes will be obeyed. Hestes for the trebuchet?
Beoclum, stir. Where is for Wery and Boltus?
Freckers. We're following the Serge engine, ya Freckers.
Yeah, you ready for Hestes? Eagle ran of the dare to run. Hearken alla. Hestes aren't coming. No good to do and thing that broken, mate.
Standing and fitted, moving spare men.
Hestes for the engine. Up there, power!
Oh, we're ready!
Serge engines at the ready! The Serge engines aren't ready!
Oh, we're ready! Each cannon fully in Hestes! Unglau, Hesta! Each a bear!
Good. We have Austrian the Serge engine. Baron!
Haven cunning shots! Bannenhell! Push it, Arwayman! And bear it to Hestes! Happy! Push it, yeah, Arwayman! We are moving!
Serge engine following the Serge engine! Landcarving is getting on, meeting.
Be ready for Hestes and glory.
Send them back. He come hearkening. What is their work?
The Serge engines aren't ready.
Be ready for Hestes and glory.
Arwayman, get down your gear, Arwayman, and move!
Yeah, Arwayman. We are moving.
Hey, Arnu, they're doing that now. Following the Serge engine, ya Freckers.
Rochester's outer wall crumbled to King John's men, and they descended on the keep. With supplies critically low, the rebel commander discharged his weakest fighters, hoping to preserve what little food remained. Fearing further dissent against his rule, King John ordered safe passage for the surrendered rebels away from Rochester. With the farms alight, King John's chokehold on the rebels was tightening. Cut off from all hope of resupply, more of the rebels were forced to abandon the fight.
Reset! Hestus, what next?
Crossbows at the ready!
Go there. We have no Hestus.
In the flesh, aim and low from Surender. Where is for where is focus?
Ready to go.
Hearken, you are. We have a test. You ready for the next worker on the road?
Hestus, what next? The siege orchids are irready. Raining over us. The siege orchids are irready. Surge orchids, cavalry. Is a deep.
You better hear the Hestus. Senden. Estes are coming. Eagle, unter that doom, return on. Send them forth. What need an animal?
I hunger for the actor.
Getting on the head. The says of read the says of King.
Yes,
Following the says engine.
Push him. Wieder, Hested.
That's for the engine. Push him. And what's from the says engine? Follow. Ah, it's a teacher. Hested for the engine. Shoot your tail. Hey, the panic. Stick to that. Says engines after ready. The says engines are ready.
Practice. Crossbow, be ready and waiting.
Says engines after ready. Training over. Ah, the mark is in. The second of doom. Read the says engines after ready. That will end be undone. The honor Hestus. Read the sage engine. Pardon. The Hestus will be undone. Ah, it's a beater.
Einen Warcraft, doing that command, wir haben es jetzt gestohlen. Von both your move.
Hestus will hit will end be undone. The said Parliament. For the apparent. Yet they destiny calls.
Hearken to Hestus, young man. Nobody will be one practice.
Obedience to virtue is well. It'll steer in at the Hester. The way shall be the dead may indeed. It'll steer it at the Hester. Obedience to virtue is way. A steering sewer head.
Fingers up with reckless misdeeder.
Ah, is a danger. Listen!
Banditjes, auf die Reihe von die Kornminute. Nicht des Bundes und Glore. Diomea, wieder. Ich will haben mit Wasser. Nicht, dass Sie ready for commanders. Our men, we're moving with your crossbows at the ready. Ich komme. Kanonöre Corona.
The way shall be the dead may indeed will. Ich shall obey.
Yeah?
Commanded me. At me fat let the pass to a fair for peace. Allah is a data.
Habida Mondes und Hauptbangalo!
Du habt the Hestus for me. Nu, young men, a stirring men, be thinking of this morning.
gone. There is Wooder needeth to Bayo gathering.
We are now waiting for the Hestes.
What has this?
Under Alwara!
Where should he dress in our
Rochester's inner wall finally gave way, and the keep was laid bare for the taking.
The Hestes will be obeyed. Getting all repeat. The siege forces are here ready. All accepted.
We have an Hestes coming on.
The siege orchids are here ready.
Thou hast made thou.
We have to Hestes.
Sayest thou to me? Oh, wait, blame. That is me.
The siege orchids are here ready.
Where should they preparing to and shackles them? They come moving, rob they sue he can. It cannot but be the Hester.
At God into a new tasting style. I'm glad that
Draining us. At God into a new tasting style.
Siege orchids are ready. It shall hold on in plus her. Spring on shot eaten! A mess to clear it! Here are new Hestes. Postering the siege orchid. What casting at this grottos? The blue armor silent! What is this? Triple J Deacon, what is this?
Each have getting to Aggressive me and the word.
Alle Hestes, die Drogen sie unter wieder weg.
The great keep at Rochester fell at the hands of the king's army, securing both the castle and the route to London. While the fight for England raged on, a desperate King John clung to the throne. When forces loyal to King John undermined Rochester Castle, it spelled doom for the rebels inside. Within days, they had surrendered. But the rebel barons weren't done yet. Their ally, Prince Louis of France, had sent an invasion force to help the barons overthrow King John. Then, in late 1216, the king fell ill with dysentery and died.
Anjir, mati dysentery.
His son, just 9 years old, was crowned King Henry III. It was now up to the young king's regent, the 70-year-old legendary knight William Marshal, to protect the crown. He faced a near impossible challenge. England was crumbling. Rebels were taking town after town. But William Marshal bided his time and prepared to defeat the rebels. Then in May 1217, he got the chance that he'd been waiting for. William discovered that the rebels planned to simultaneously besiege both Dover Castle and Lincoln Castle. With rebel forces split and weakened, William Marshal led his royalist army to Lincoln. The castle on one side of the city was still controlled by royalists, under its formidable constable, Lady Nicola de la Haye. But the streets of the city were under rebel control. On May 20th, 1217, the Royalist Relief Force, led by William Marshal, arrived to retake the rebel-controlled city. The future of England rode on the success of this mission.
Second Battle of Lincoln.
Troops loyal to the king held the castle at Lincoln, while outside, rebels controlled the city. The defenders had to hold the castle until reinforcements arrived, under the command of the king's knight, William Marshal.
여기 무서워. 안질 애가풍.
Every charm?
Where have on stairs bayon out? Stand of Uta every charm. Hold it at onsa. Blockende voodoo swow het.
Every chant yard. Hästes en odd på mig.
War of servants shattered.
Ik kan förändra nu. Men av armen ich jovenes. Ich forste dich es.
And a fresher marker. Boa is the move. Something crossbow on their way.
Men av armen, här vi gan. Webben kan gande. Ich suche hessa alliakte. Ferret Surender, men av armes. Men av armes. Webben förrände ute. Ich tue så du hättest. Prevail the dawn, men av armes.
Spanner on the loaded. Aimeth low. Ich hear it at.
Björne Ferret Surender, men av armes. Battle, men av armes. Webben förrände ute. Prevail the dawn, men of armes. Webben gande. Travail to dawn, men of armes. Hesse shouldn't be here. Ferret Surender, men of armes.
Heads they're ready. They kill.
Beyond the highway! Avoid it!
Aggress has for
Alunga nu, Ferret.
crossborders. Crossborders. Stern. Look at from what ahead.
Yahweh Shetton.
Men av armes har krällen på stora.
Sia is Mina. Crossborders. Break it.
That's how sweet.
Yahweh Shetton. And a fresher mark. Yeah. And not to read.
Men av ich fortfett in hess.
Kiera has stepped.
You ready for this? Castende on post medical!
Hearkeneth aller. Cease to Hestes. Ik will build that for thee.
Every man of armes, webben förrände ute. Webben gande. Ich tue så, Jerue för blodon bale. Jones jare todon. Men av armes, webben förrände ute.
Intended well. That's what when they we some dress and gal on up that back.
See they to work ya.
What need is beyond doom. Already done. What need is work?
Amasia.
Ya get the Surender Theen Hester.
Yare to done some work.
Is spanner on the loaded.
Yahweh Shetton. Boa is a boon.
Aggress it yourself. Ernende mina mede. Tendet nu, Tuntes. Agretes for yeah. Anon.
The king's knight, William Marshal, arrived with his forces. While a hard battle remained, there was now hope for the young king's army. In order to liberate the city surrounding the castle, William Marshal commanded the king's men to destroy the military buildings belonging to the rebels. William Marshal's forces were welcomed in Stowe, a nearby town loyal to the king.
Men av armee secret per postur. See they to work.
Quite of servant, chapter.
God's swinker being made.
Eagle have that he build them at all.
Yet they may a but.
And grace it yourself.
Hearken at Tharler. He'll happy that he building a knob.
Arita, what they
See the Hestes. He'll happy that he building a knob. He'll build they that for they.
see they to work.
War of servant, chapter.
God's swinker.
Eagle build it that for they.
Arita, what need a two-folk garden ready? Delphende is mean leaf.
Yepe mea puta. Freckes haken, du hast boy.
Athel knites jara. Mandente to servant. Alla knites jara. Certes. Ich live to hear it. Forth one day leaders to stir. Something to Luften for Hestes. Intended nu, Tolkien. Swap their head. Their answer. Crossbows, yada, are you the And the floor, crossbowers! Knitters, into the sun!
The king's men tore through the rebel fortifications, diminishing the enemy's military presence.
See the Hestes. You have to delve it.
Easy to work, yeah? It will go and flock of wood. Buildende
The castle now faced a new attack from the rebels' French allies.
And brace him yourself. Kanika, stand in the yard! Kanika, start us! Weapons ready! And stay ready! He can build in there!
See they to work. Flock in they would, slow heads.
If the king's men hoped to lift the French siege, they would need to destroy the enemy forts on the outskirts of Lincoln.
Anita, what needed working?
Kanika, stand in the yard! Kanika, yard!
Hestus and all!
You're ready for Heston?
Let us guard better.
The king's army had almost regained control of the city.
Ye bebe puta! An are to hear it.
Fuse to server. Alles with. Knieten, stand in the yard. For all this,
Dressen down our way, men! Heriende heste tu!
Spellemen, ja. Kämpfen! Look, we are going the Tolkien.
The king's army razed the last of the rebels' military buildings, but the French siege continued.
Buildende that Peterloo.
Hearken it, Hestus.
What needeth be undone?
Every charge, and tender.
They're Sweden! They are Sweden!
Oh, Matera. What needeth be undone? What needeth be undone? See they to work them. Beowulf yarn to Hester's toon folk.
You're ready to done some work, eh?
Rita, what needeth work?
시엘라.
See they to work.
What needeth be undone?
Ik will have you that building anon.
Gnitus, ut riden, thou apple tulkus.
Tulkert, eure Hestes.
Understood. Thine Hestes.
A decent for Hesto, and they fat. Connected beyond
Spring down,
this
away
distance.
10 day Hestes. Honor the way new.
Look a jou be ready, Frekis. Ut readeth nu, Tulkus.
Beoth yard o Hestes, Tootfolk.
He'll go on flock of wood.
See they to work.
What needeth be undone? Up to the buildings.
Yare to get it to Swinken, toon folk. Ik will build a that for they. Build them they that Rita new.
Gnitus, you say it's none more dead. Keepeth good fettle, Gnitus. Certes. Ich live to hear it.
Every charm and tanda. Ik will build a that for they.
Scouter, you ready to read? Elder Ned, Surender nu. Ik wil do that. Underpöndes resa! Ik ga monte fara! Verende sua hekt! Volwende die hesta!
Hunterin for Hestes. Bere, Tulkas, bere.
Gnitus, stand in the yard. All Gnitus, all is with it. And seal ye builded thing. Ut reader, thou apple tulkus. Keep that good fettle, Gnitus. Let us read it, Gnitus. For Arneth, Mr. Apple Gnitus. And then let us serve.
None coming in the ronkers. Hestes coming.
I ready to very.
Friendly, how is my Steve? Get ready!
Sergeants at the ready! Allah is a data!
What needest thou of me? Building to put in
Sergeants at the ready!
Be ready yourselves! Set and spear!
Be ready for the next worker on the roller.
Allah is a data!
Nitas, Bricket, Jontils. Are you ready to hear and help? Crossbowers, Atika weaponers! Where Nitas are they ready for Skur? Nitas ready for command. Aim and low, crossbowers! Venom crossbows!
Let
Intended! Hestes are coming. He bore away that this is he building. Hestes? What need is blitzing now? Ready for Hestes? Feeling? Yeah. Doing hit and on.
Intendant, your will is me deep.
Hestes! What need is blitzing? Hit will it be all done? You ready for Hestes?
Hearken, Allah. Hestas aren't coming. We have a Hestas.
Yeah. What nation?
Hestes coming for us.
Be working darkness. Come together. Sua on. Nitas, few. An honor to daughter. Where Nitas are they ready with this team? Nitas. We shall Nitas. Is all this spell. Obeisance is me honor.
Ready to go?
Estes for getting on with it.
You ready for the next one? The lanes ready and the waiting more are swinking. Working at me then. Ich am on me way.
What shall he do?
Yeah, you ready for Hestes? He'll get this building, he built it for thee. Building to put it on.
Haken Arwara! Nitas using Nitas, you ready for commanders? Where Nitas are near Nitas, fuse for Jontel Nitas, Fort Wardes, to Mikkel Glory.
Fuse to go. On the move as ordered. You may
Shall do
Surender.
anyway. Nitas Urshasol is family! Rikkel Jontius! And Surender Midonura! Nitas in good fettle no. Forte!
Fuse to go. Raiding ut Swahet.
Freckles, we will have en häst forthward. Nay hiding at the back.
What shall he do? Raiding ut Swa commanded. What on the Hester? On the move as ordered.
Ready to go? Ich will steeren at the Hester. Looking forward to the maidens. Building to put it over.
Nitas, you ready for commanders? Nitas, Bricken, Jontils, and Surven Midonur.
He ready to read a uta. Mitute is to Kiera.
Yeah? What needest thou of me?
What shall he do? Raiding ut Swahet. Raiding for... He can't see up the bow! Near me! The bowman! Beressing here nu! He here at the Hester. Going there written on.
Nitas, Urshasol is firm. Nitas in good fettle no. Forte! Me weapon napis. Yef me work.
Leave a go to worker and make a thing.
Where Nitas are ni ready for stur, Jontel Nitas, forthwardes. Mikkel Thor, ik am at, ik am
I
at.
can't find me that. Good it go.
Nitas, you ready for commanders?
Yeah, you ready for it?
Harkin alla! Hesters aren't coming. Working at Mina.
Hestes for the spring gown. Why should he dress in our way?
And the rest up for the shrew. Ready to go? I will get this building built for thee.
Nitas, fuse for glory. Where Nitas are ni ready for the obey, be the left. Nitas, Urshas, it is tea. Nitas, ut read and forth. Nitas, fuse for glory. Be obey and read a forth. He caught me duty.
What on the Hestes? The Hester is plain. Raiding ut Swa commanded. Raiding ut Swa commanded. Raiding ut Swahet. Mi dute is to Hiera. Raiding forth an
Fide, Arwaymen, på ora hästes. Arwaymen, styr. Fått gång så är jag mänet hit, Arwaymen.
Good, Hester's oncoming. Ongen on the move. Moving new as besoken.
We are taking fires onward!
Aye.
Test is cool.
Orchid, be ready to assault us! We've to honor! Independent!
He ready has taken place. He obeys, sir.
Where Nisha's army ready, Nisha! There is nothing but the village! For that! He obey! Unreadable!
New Hester's, now!
Push it, Arwaymen.
Good, we have New Hester's. That will I be undone. What the fear? Yeah, you ready for...
Intendant. He always that hit it and build it.
Yeah. Ich will fall you the Hestes. You can get this building. Yeah. Building to put it up.
Lernos. Obedience to virtue is well. Command us. Reres, command. Your will is me deed. Command us. Hell shall be restored.
Fuse on they move, Swohet. Going there, written on. Going there, written on. Reading out Swohet.
Here are New Hestes. What he can do it. Will be obeyed.
He shall be made
Tulkes, nu has any man trespasseth, him is shattered.
Trebuchet. Alle is een pleasure, James. Team to leave it.
Ik shall obey.
Fuse to raiding ut swa commanded. On the move as ordered. I hear the Hesta. Raiding forth anon. The Hesta is plain. Raiding ut swa commanded. Raiding ut swa het. Midute is...
And resta for the sharken on. Hestes are coming. Building to put it up, huh?
He borrowed that this is he builded, and he build it well.
He'll get this building, he build it for thee.
He borrowed that this is he builded, and he build it well.
You ready for the next worker on the roller?
Good a worker, done a Rita.
What shall he... On the move as ordered. Going there, return on. Reading ut swa het. Raiding ut swa commanded.
Obedience to virtue is waning.
Put on the Hesta. Going there, return on. I hear the Hesta. I obey, certes. On they move, swohe.
Send an negla. At Drengus, Beonyara. Ashore, Jene, for ya. Ichamat, the commander.
Quiet. Frackers, your Hestes on here. It will they be all done. Sir John, you get an Boscan. Onshins on
Leranos. Your Hestes will be a last and end point.
I ready for Hestes?
I ready. On they move, swohe. Going there, return on. Raiding ut swa het. Raiding ut swa commanded.
always reckless misdeeder!
I obey, certes.
Nitas! Ursason is spell! Nitas is ready for your company when we fall! Yes! Is...
On they move, swohe.
Well, Nitas are ready for storm!
Hestes for getting on with Hestes! What are you doing that do? Procedure to Hestes for the getting on with
Well, Nitas are ready for storm!
Hestes for the engine! Hestes for the television! Hestes for the engine! Hestes for the engine! Hestes for the engine!
No Hestes coming, men. It will be done. We are very Gottenan!
Drenga,
It will not but be the Hest.
Fuse, go! Mitt duty is to hear.
The weapon icon med duty.
You ready to read the Uta?
What on the Hester? The Hester is playing. Reading ut Swahet.
Ready to go.
Hearken, Yawala. Where have the Hesters?
Think he'll get this building.
What's raiding ut Swa commanded? Going there written on. Raiding forth anon. Mi duty is to hear.
An Hester. Me blood is steering. Me weapon navis. Give me work. I come at the commander. An honor done.
What surely the Hester is playing? I abea certain. Reading out Swahed. Reading forth anon. On the move, Swahed.
The Siege engines only ready. Hit will they be all done. None coming in the rockers. Hester's coming. Freckers, your Hesters aren't here. Kure, we have no...
Arwaymen, jag är där jag ger arwaymen, but move.
Här on ur Hesters with the Siege engine. Harren, Bostron the Siege engine. Harren! Harren, men. Following the artilleries. Hesters move the engine. Doing that now. Hesters, what net is pressing them?
The King's men uncovered one of the French forces' siege camps near Lincoln. king's army tore through the French fort, weakening the enemy siege.
Going there, this and on. I here the Hester, reading fort and on. Reading ut swa command. Reading ut swa head. The foemen! Pressing here too! Reading ut swa command.
Nu, young men, let's have big conflict you take.
Good day. We have following the Siege engine. Down reckon. Trebuchet Adita. What is this?
We have the Hestes coming on. The Hester is left. He obey, be the legend.
Put on the going there written on.
Yeah, you ready?
We have a Hestes.
He bore away the head. Who's on they move, Swohead. The Hester is played. Reading out Swohead. Raiding out Swakamon.
Nu, young men, your company will be welcome, friends. Stirred men, sinking on the spoil. Ovations is me on the Hester is here.
On the move, swa head. Going there, read and on. Going there, read and on. Reading out swa commanded. The Hester is played. Mit jute is the here. On the move, swa head. I here the Hester. Reading out swa head. On the move, swa head. I abea sötters. Reading out swa head. Reading forth and on. Reading out swa commanded.
Allah is Adita. Yes. Waiting for it. Hunchins, listen.
Nitus, you ready for commanders? Shottel Nitus, forth wonders to Mikkel glory. It is team, Nitus. Ut read and forth. We have an Hestes coming on. An honor to do that. An honor to do that.
Mr. Clear the
We will
hitter.
have an Hestes and on read. Hearken to Hestes, young men. Breakers, we will have an Hestes and on read. We have an Hestes coming on.
The Siege Hunchins are ready. Allah is Adita.
But surely going there, read and on. I abea sötters. I here the Hester.
Nitus, you ready for command? Nitus, in good fettle no. Forth then.
The Siege Hunchins at the ready. Yes. Hunchins, let it have been an ur of Fura. Listen! And do not miss it!
Nitus Bricken, Chontius, and serven mid on ur. Become me duty. Stir your bear, be the letter. Gentle leaders, what warlike? To his miracle!
Allah is a teacher.
Where Nita's only ready for stir. In good battle no! Forte! New young men, stirring men, the sinking on the spoil. It's me on. We are baying his shotgun! Nites Pulchesonis family. He cannot be commanded!
Easy.
Patan Antigo Swahili. Reading out Swahili. Reading out.
Where Nita's only ready for stool.
The sound.
We are made a shot!
The way shall guide that way, indeed will. Helling that on return.
On a heste, me blood of stimmy lal rabet with caribou.
Surge on to that already.
You ready? Mit Jute is to hear. The heste is played. Going there, eaten on. Antigo Swahed. The heste is plain. Reading out Swahed.
The Surge engines on ready.
Scatter reporting.
Listen and do not mission. None carving in the ronkers. Hester's coming. Fostering the Surge engine. Fire it.
Nites, you obey, and read upon.
Waiting for it. Punches. Listen. Frackers. Your Hester's on here.
Reading out Swahili.
Punching it, please.
I see an Over! Here! Reading out Swahili. Reading.
Surge engine. Fire to dawn. Movement engines. Yes. The Hestes will be obeyed.
Who's it? Me duty is to hear.
A stroke! And Surge engines at the ready.
Nites obeisance is me honor. You obey, and read upon. You obey, be the letter. Hearken to Hestes, young men.
What are here at the Hester?
The Surge engines are ready.
With the Sage Orchard. Fahren. Ich shall auf a steering Suez.
The mark is in.
The Sage Orchards are ready.
Breakers, we will have the distance and not read. Nitus ready for command. He can't be duty. Nitus, uccessoris ferm. Jontel Nitus, fortwardes. To Mikkel glory.
Alla is a dita. Onchins. Let it have ura pura. That will I be all done. The Hestus This stage on should be only shattered! Listen and do not mission!
What should the Hester is play?
I abea Surender.
Sage on moving to Newstead. Kure, with man-carving in the runkers, has hit Winterfield done.
We have the distance coming on. New young men, attention.
Harken alla. Hesters aren't coming. Think you'll get this building built today.
William Marshal and Nicola de la Haye had saved the city, and with it, the kingdom. Marshall's success in retaking Lincoln was an overwhelming victory for the Royalists. The rebel barons had been defeated, and their French allies driven out of England altogether. William Marshall now focused on creating a stable kingdom for the young King Henry III. To maintain the backing of the rebels, in 1217, a royal seal of approval was given to a reissued Magna Carta, limiting the power of the monarchy. Many barons held lands in both England and Normandy. But now they faced a choice. On which side of the Channel would they make their home? Many chose England. The cross-Channel kingdom was over, establishing a clear English identity. But the impact of the Normans on England's evolution is still felt today. Almost 1,000 years later, the surviving Norman castles and cathedrals still dominate the landscape. In the midst of the modern city, William the Conqueror's fortress, the Tower of London, remains a powerful reminder of their legacy. But it's the unseen influence of the Normans that endures. The Norman invasion changed the English language and established the foundations of modern parliament and governance. And it's all because one man, William the Conqueror, claimed the English crown that he believed by rights was his. The Normans conquered a country and changed the course of England forever.
Moskov, Moskov. Moskov.
Today, Moscow is a metropolis of over 11 million people. But 800 years ago, it was a small village on the banks of the Moskva River. A modest settlement surrounded by simple wooden defenses. It gave little indication of its future greatness, or its ability to evolve through adversity. Moscow was frequently attacked and destroyed. Yet each time, it rose from the ashes, stronger and better defended. Its first real test came in 1238. This time, they faced a new enemy, the Mongols. Moscow had been largely unaware of the growing threat in Central Asia. Genghis Khan, founder of the Great Mongol Empire, had conquered most of the Asian continent. His descendants continued his work to expand the empire. His grandson, Batu Khan, led the armies of what would become known as the Golden Horde. Their goal, to extract money from principalities they conquered. One by one, states in the region, known collectively as the Rus, fell to the Golden Horde. Moscow was next. In 1238, the Mongol Golden Horde surrounded Moscow and besieged its wooden walls. It would only hold out for 5 days. Moscow burned. That could have been the end of its story, but the people of Moscow were resilient. They would not give up their home or their control of the Moskva River, an important trade route. They began to rebuild and strengthen Moscow's defenses. Yet one question remained. Would the terror return? Moscow faced certain ruin as Mongol raiders burned their way through the wooden city. With no other Rus coming to their aid, it was up to the people of Moscow to drive away their attackers and beat out the flames. The remaining Mongols were driven away by the tenacious Muscovites.
Исправляем. Сделаем.
Что? Идон.
Часа. Готов есть. Исправно. Накачи солнце. Исправляем, парень. Исправляем.
А? Исправляю.
Часа. Исправно. Что? Чесо.
Копия готова, Соть. Напряжка, копийщик, идол.
Слушайте.
With the Mongol raiders repelled and the fires extinguished, the Muscovites began rebuilding.
Копийщик есть, а?
The Muscovites knew that they could rapidly construct buildings out of wood, and so gathered what they needed from the forest.
Часов. Строим.
Слушайте. Седание.
Добро.
Труждаюсь.
Тихо.
Труждаются.
Готов есть.
Грядем.
Куда?
Люди, Соть. Уразумех. Ладно, есть. Землен Орон. Готов есть. Течем. Тружденцем на земле.
Уразумев. Люди готовы.
The woods surrounding Moscow provided an abundance of resources, but danger lurked within. Predators stalked in the shadows looking for an easy meal.
Седание.
Люди, Сонь. Тружденся на земле. Да.
Что? Урон землю.
Wooden fortress.
Что? Седание. Часа. Землен Орон.
Копийщицы, Сонь. Есть. Слушаются. Набрать.
На казе, Сонь. Труждаемся.
Добро есть.
Готовы есть. Задание. Что?
Arbitris. Akhirnya nek transit. The fuck man.
Готовы, если... Люди ожидают. Зидание. Труждаются. Сделаю. Арон землю.
Several villagers had fled during the Mongol attack, and some were still in hiding. The fleeing villagers had taken refuge in forest hunting cabins. Here, the Muscovites could bring valuable animal pelts, which provided them a good livelihood.
Гриндон на добычу.
As the city rose from the ashes, the Muscovites would lay the foundations for a unique fortified complex. This iconic structure would be known as the Kremlin.
Идите! Гриндите! Слушаются! Позорота есть. Ага. Да. Скачон. Добро есть. Да. Что? Фаридан. Часо. Исполняем. Да. Да. Слушаемся. Наказ, часо. Скачон. А?
Жду. Землю, народ.
Фаридан. Ага. Помогите!
Куда?
Позорота есть. Копейщик повинуется. Готов есть. Гриндон надобычен.
Тихо.
Наказим, добро есть.
Копейщицы, готовитесь! Напряжь, копейщицы!
Готов есть. Слушаемся.
Копейщицы, Сонь!
Фарида. Исполняем. Число? Ага. Сокруг.
Готово есть. Куда? Строим?
Наказ, слушаемся. Инди. Стрельбище есть! Готов, добро есть. Идан. Добро. Да. Да. Стрельбище есть!
Готове. Люди ожидают! Победа есть! Люди готовы! Порозумех.
Позорот скачен. Да. Слушаемся. Скачен. А? Часо.
Люди готовы. Труждаемся. Слушаюсь. Строим. Да. Люди ожидают. Сбираю. Заседание. Да.
Позорота добро есть. Да.
Люди, Сонь.
Помогите! Наказе, Лондон! Готов, исполняем. Да!
Слушайте.
Готов есть! Да! Исполняем! Добро есть!
Слушайте!
Наказе. Ага. Идан. Да. Добро есть. Слушаемся. Часов. Исполняем. Идан. Исполняем.
Наказе, Сонь!
Какие повинуешь? Опасно есть!
Я здесь. Построено будет.
The once unassuming village of Moscow had been rebuilt as a city poised for growth. But to protect the city from further Mongol raids, it would need a fierce military and a strong defensive perimeter. The Muscovites knew that the terror from the steppe could return at any time.
Чего делать и надобно? Я построю сие.
Хорошо. Скачу, куда велено есть. Ладно, есть. Поскору. Двигаюсь. Да.
Радуйся.
Having been caught off guard by the Mongols before, the Muscovites knew they could come under attack at any moment. Strong defenses would give them a better chance of protecting their city.
Устрою сие. Люди, служите готовы. Уразумею. Исходим. Да. Укроемся там.
Слушаюся!
Какови наказом следую.
Работа ждет.
В наказе будут.
Слушаюся.
Дело есть. Начну трудитесь.
Дело есть. Начну трудитесь.
Готовы.
Готовы идти. А люди ждут наказы. Я построю сие.
Исправляйтесь. Лучник готов есть.
Ополчение есть.
Радуйся.
Приуготовляйтесь все.
Исходим. Надобно есть. А люди ждут наказы. Идти надобно. Исходим. Надобно есть. Готово трудитесь и есть.
Слушайте.
Уразумею. Идти надобно. Люди здесь суть.
Приуготовляйтесь все.
Готовы идти.
В наказе будут.
Добывайте добро есть. Сделано так. Готовы трудитесь и есть. Слушайте. Исходим.
Ополчение есть. Лук готов есть.
Наказе суть.
Приуготовляйтесь все.
Ополчение есть.
Стрела на тетиве есть.
Построено будет.
Меня поражают!
Начну трудиться.
Лучник готов есть. Готове будете, воине. Слушайся. Сделано будет. Соглашаюсь.
Я здесь.
Лук
Сделано
готов
добро
есть.
есть.
Воине, надобно идти. Воине, исправляйтесь. Воине, на браню готовляйтесь.
яко делать?
Слушайте. Построено будет. На наказе будут.
Сделаю.
Добываю зверь.
Радуйся. Люди, служите готове. Начну, трудитесь. Поразумех.
Приуготовите надо мной.
Войни, на брань уготовляйтесь. Войни, исправляйтесь.
Люди, здесь суть.
Форевник готов. Сделаю.
Исполняйте. Деятель буду! Ладно есть.
Чего делайте надо?
Слушайте.
Да буду мясо.
Дело есть.
Слушайте.
Я построю сие. Позоротай готов. Направляемся.
Люди, служите, как люди, грядите! Москов, люди!
Нападаю!
Построено будет!
Исправляйтесь.
Остро.
Люди, здесь суть.
Исполняйте.
Люди, служите, как люди. Буду купать. Я построю сие.
Исправляйтесь.
Ага. Направляемся. На наказе будут.
Сделаю!
Добуду мясо. Позоротай готов есть. Без сомнения. Лихо есть! Чего делать надо мной? Слушайте. Возделываю землю.
Стрела на тетиве есть.
Люди, служите, готовы.
Готово есть.
Иду. Войни, надобно идти. Исправляйтесь. Исправляйтесь.
Молчите и слушайте.
Работа, сделаю! Уразумех!
Жив есть! Приуготовляйте комнату.
Войни, надо войни. Исправляйтесь.
Копия по мне. Радуйся. Добуду мясо.
Добываю зверя.
Лучник готов есть.
Наказывай.
Лук готов есть. Ополчение есть.
Брань будет.
Стрела на тетиве есть. Лучник готов есть.
Слушайте все.
Hearing the foreboding beat of the Mongol war drums, the Muscovites braced themselves for another raid.
Уразумех.
Копейщицы, глядите. Идите.
Наступайте, бойни.
Слушай,
Стрела возможность. Копейщик есть. Лук готов. Приуготовляйте копья. Копейщики. Приуготовляйтесь, копейщицы! Сделаю! Напрежь, копейщицы! Наказе суть! Глядите! Ворон, близ стоит! Стрела на тетиве.
Люди, служите готовы!
Копейщицы в ряде стоят!
На казе нові суть.
The Muscovites had successfully defended their newly built city against the Mongol raid. Now that Moscow could defend itself, its rulers looked to expand their influence into new territories. By 1303, Moscow controlled land that encompassed the entire flow of the Moskva River. Its ambitions didn't end there. Moscow continued to expand its borders through its wealth rather than warfare. Its tactic was to buy land from bankrupt rulers, acquiring entire towns and villages in the process. As Moscow was still a vassal of the mighty Mongol Empire, it had to send envoys to pay them tribute. And Moscow's ever-expanding borders meant more and more revenue for the Mongols. But not everyone was content with the rise of Moscow.
GT to stay.
As Moscow grew in power and influence, its Grand Prince, Dmitry Ivanovich, reinforced its vulnerable defenses. Its wooden fortress, the Kremlin, was rebuilt. This time, in stone. But even stone walls didn't deter its enemies. By 1368, Lithuania saw rapidly expanding Moscow as a real threat. Joining forces with the Principality of Tver, they set out to challenge its dominance. They attacked Moscow. But the stone walls held, and the enemy retreated. Tension between the factions refused to die down. In 1370, Moscow marched on territories belonging to both Tver and Lithuania, igniting a full-blown war. Years of bloody conflict ensued, until Moscow's Grand Prince Dmitry Ivanovich finally defeated both enemies. Yet Moscow was still a vassal of the Mongol Empire, which still demanded tribute. Moscow must keep up the payments or face retribution. Trade routes between Rus settlements supported a vibrant economy, which in turn allowed Moscow to pay forward tribute to the Golden Horde. If Moscow was to avoid a Mongol attack, Dmitry would have to meet the Horde's tribute demands before the Khan's patience expired. Moscow's primary means of raising the taxes demanded by the Horde was through trade with nearby Rus towns. But Prince Dmitry would have to keep his traders safe from raids by opportunistic bandits that stalked the countryside.
Исправляйтесь. Ладно есть. Слушайте. Приуготовляйтесь все.
While Moscow's trade was strong, Dmitry could bolster his income if he could locate additional trade partners.
Я построю сие.
Готовы, трудитесь и есть. Начну, трудитесь.
Задницей готовить. Слушаюсь.
Работа.
Брань будет.
На казе будут. Добывать и добро есть.
Люди, служите готовить! Уничтожать! Люди, здесь суть!
Trade routes brought wealth, but safe passage was not a given with bandits stalking the roads.
Радуйся.
На казе будут.
Слушайте все.
Готове будете, воины.
Чего делать и надобно?
Слушайте.
Начну, трудитесь.
На казе нові суть.
Increasing Moscow's income required locating additional trade partners. To do so, the Muscovites needed to scout the land in search of new settlements.
Воины, надо идти.
Слушай наказ, но. Следуй наказам. Слушайте все. Слушаюся. Напряжь поскору.
Готовность есть?
Наказ обрежь воине. Жаловаться нельзя. Идти надо на помалу. Что есть трудного?
As the deadline for payment of tribute approached, Dmitry had to quicken his efforts to collect the necessary taxes.
Готовы.
With the Golden Horde paid, the Muscovites could concentrate on expanding their territory until the next payment was due.
Наказе суть. Исполняйте. Глядите. Наказе суть. Сейчас. Исполняйте. Готовы будете, воины. Воины, исправляйтесь! Надобно будете! Напрячь!
Стреляют в нас!
Слушай, напрячь поскору.
Каков наказ есть?
Исправляйтесь! Дело сделано есть. Надобно будете.
As Moscow grew in riches, the Khan continued to demand taxes. If Dmitry did not pay, he would face the swift vengeance of the Horde.
Сделано будет.
As Prince Dmitry sought to increase Moscow's power, he turned from trading with his neighbors to purchasing their lands outright. If he owned the surrounding lands, Moscow would be the dominant center of Rus' power, and Dmitry would be secure as Grand Prince.
Сделано будет. Надобно будете. Готовы будете, воины. Делаю, что велено есть. Кто стреляет?
Радуйся.
Moscow's power grew as it absorbed the lands around Kolunma. The town would now generate gold without the need for taxing traders.
Слушай наказ нов.
Before he could purchase the settlements, Dmitry needed to prove he could provide safe passage for the traders and their goods.
Напрячь, воины.
Воины, на броню готовляйтесь!
Работа ждет.
Приготовляйтесь, Акти. Построено будет.
Наказ будет? Только ладно.
Каков наказ есть?
Слушайте.
Ладно, есть.
Торгую. Я здесь. Крушите головы. Отправляемся. Чего делать надобно? Торгую. Дело есть.
Слушайте.
Делай.
Начну трудитесь. Слушайте все.
Беда есть! Ворог приедет! Меня поражают!
Приуготовляйтесь все. Идти надо.
Dmitry purchased the lands of Troitsky and extended Moscow's power. Bandits remained a threat on the roads, however.
Исправляй. Ладно есть.
Кто стреляет?
Слушай, жаловайтесь нельзя. Прежде поскору.
Накази будут. Работа ждет. Добываю зверя.
Радуйся.
Слушайте. Уразумел.
Радуйся. И схожу.
Как выхожу. Приуготовляйтесь все. Я здесь. Люди, служите готове. Чего делайте надобно?
Накази будут. И возможно есть.
Наказ будет. Люди, служите готове. Каков наказ есть? Готовы трудить? Радуйся.
Слушайте. Добывайте добро. Воине, надобно идти.
Копия набрать суть.
Исполняйте.
Да, повинуюсь.
А как жаловайтесь нельзя? Идти надобно помалу. Что есть трудного? Напрежь воине. Яко угодно есть. Напрежь поскору. Идти надобно помалу. Что есть трудного? Напрежь поскору. Жаловайтесь нельзя. Уразумел.
The small settlement at Pereslav welcomed Muscovite scouts and the prospect of trade. But more traders on the roads
Люди здесь.
meant an increased threat of bandit raids.
Наказ будет. Готовы трудитесь и есть.
Накази будут.
Слушаюсь. Построено будет.
Стреляют в нас!
Слушай, сделано будет. Слушаюсь. Готов, есть. Слушаюся.
Ополчение есть.
Стрела на Казинове суть.
The Khan once again demanded taxes from the growing Rus provinces. But this time, the price to keep the horde at bay was higher than ever before.
Чего делать и надобно? Торгую! Дело есть.
Приуготовляет.
Исходим. Сбираем древеса.
Готов работать. Чего делать?
Слушай.
Ворон, близ стоит!
Слушай наказ.
Тебе провожают!
Огонь вражий есть!
Я здесь. Буду древо рубить. Исхожу. Добудьте древес. Готовы идти.
Слушайте. Добуду.
Приуготовляйтесь все. Начинаю по базе.
Исполняйте.
Брань будет. Слушайте все.
Наказе будут.
Да.
Велить, что делаете?
Чего делать и надобно? Я построю сие.
With the gold he had raised, Dmitry purchased Perislav outright. Moscow's power over the region was now secure. With the surrounding principalities under Dmitry's sway, Moscow was now the preeminent power among the Rus. The time was coming to throw off the Mongol yoke.